All right, guys. It's getting kind of late. This is going to be the last question I do tonight, and then I'm going to bed. All right, so this is from page number 9. This is question number 18. And a lot of students get intimidated or overwhelmed when they see this kind of question. But if you know how to store, um, you can get this question, and it's not terribly difficult once you kind of know what you need to do. So I'm going to walk you through this, and I'm going to show you everything that you need to do for this one. All right, so first thing, it gives us this word problem stuff, but it says that this is the formula that we're using. Q equals M times C times parentheses TF minus TI. Right, so that's the formula. That's the formula for finding the energy, blah, blah, blah. All right, now, but what they want us to do is they want us, instead of having Q by itself, they want us to get TF by itself. So notice on each one of the answer choices, TF is by itself. Now, one of these, if you do all of the algebra correctly, you can get TF by itself. Now, we're not going to do all this algebra. What we're going to do is we're just going to store numbers, and then we're going to calculate what Q is, and then we're going to go through and see which one of these gives us a true statement. All right, so let me show you how to do this. So always, always, always start with the original equation. Use everything on the side that's not by itself. So we're going to enter numbers for every one of these variables on the right-hand side, and we're going to use we're going to use the formula to calculate what Q is, and we're going to store that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have M, we're going to have a C, we're going to have TF, and we're going to have TI. And all we're going to do is we're going to store numbers. And this is the easiest way to go. Make M 2, make C 3, make TF 4, make TI 5. And then once you get all of this stuff in, we're going to calculate it, and we're going to figure out what Q is. And once we get Q, we're going to store that number in the Q, and then we're ready to find the answer. So let's go get the calculator, and let me show you how to do this. All right, so we're going to go to the calculate screen. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2, and we're going to store it into M. Press enter, and then we're going to take C, or we're going to take 3 and store it into C. All right, that's done. Then we're going to take 4 and store it into TF. Where is TF? Now, notice I put 2 variables together, but or 2 letters together, but that is considered one variable. And so press enter, and then we're going to put 5, do the same thing. We're going to store it into TI and press enter. Now, we're going to use the formula that they gave us, and we're going to calculate Q. So I'm going to show you the formula. It's M times C times the quantity TF minus TI. And we're going to store that into Q. So watch. I'm going to go M. I'm going to go M times C. And this, I got to put the times between it, because otherwise all those variables, the calculator is going to get confused. So this will be TF minus TI. Now, I'm just going to press enter. So you see, this is going to be a -6. But watch what I do. I'm just going to copy this again, but this time I'm going to store that into the letter Q, because that's what we're calculating. So I'm storing it into the letter Q. Boom, done. So I took that stuff that we stored and used the formula, and then it told us that the Q value is going to be a -6. So that's done. So now what I'm going to do is, let me show you. I am just going to go to each one of these answer choices, and I'm going to key them in And if this is right, I should get a true statement. If it's wrong, I'm going to get a false. We're looking for a true. So let's start with this first one. First one is TF equals Q over MC minus TI. So watch. I'm going to get rid of this stuff so I can clear it. So I'm going to go menu 15. Now I'm going to key in the first one. So it's going to be TF equals control divide Q over MC. Now, this MC, I got to put a multiplication between them because otherwise the calculator will think it's a variable. And then over here, this is going to be minus TI. Boom, press enter. I got a false. So that means the first answer choice is not correct. So I'm going to cross it off. And then I'm going to go to option 2. And notice, I'm just going to copy and I'm going to replace the minus with a plus and see if that is right. So I'm just going to go up, copy it, and then go here and do plus. And then press enter. Oh, I got a true. That's my answer. So the second one is the answer. That was easy. Second one is the answer. If you want to, you can go look at the other ones, but that's the answer. It's pretty simple. So number 2 is the answer. That's it. Let me stop and post this.